Welcome back, guys, to Cooking with Anela, episode 3. I finally got a tripod, so no more shaky videos. Today we're making enfrijoladas with the salsa verde to go along with it. Hopefully you guys watched episode 2, which taught you how to make frijoles de la olla. So let's get started with these ingredients, and we're gonna take these beans to the next level. Tas. For your salsa verde, the first ingredient is half a pound of tomatillos peeled and washed. You will need 2 jalapenos. Now, if you want it spicier, go ahead and add more jalapenos, or if you want it really spicy, go ahead and swap these out for some serrano peppers. We will be using 2 garlic cloves. Make sure to keep the peel on these garlic cloves. These will keep them from burning once we put them on the comal. Here we have 1/4 of a white onion. The salt is going to be to taste. Half of a red onion cubed up, and half of a bunch of cilantro thinly sliced. Jumping ahead, I went ahead and added all the ingredients on top of the hot griddle. I lined it with aluminum just so it's easier to clean up. Here I'm flipping over the tomatillos. You want to char them on both sides. And then we have our jalapenos, our 1/4 of an onion, and our garlic. And then here's my fat hand, Mama Luchona. And we're gonna go ahead and do this on all sides. The good thing about the garlic is that I left on the peel, which prevents them from burning. So those are gonna come off first. And I think that's what I was pointing to. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of these ingredients, and once they're ready, we're gonna go ahead and take them over to the blender. Take your charred ingredients and add it to the blender, and add the little juguito that's left over on the plate. Blend, baby, blend. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the consistency that I like. I went ahead and moved the salsa from the blender over to this little cazuelita. I have mixed in some salt, and I'm tasting it to see if it's just right. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our cilantro and our cebolla that we chopped up, and we're gonna add that in. Échale, fat hand. Don't be stingy, you know, like that stingy tia. We all have one, you have one. We all know who she is. So mix that in, and this is pretty much all you need to do for the salsa. All we gotta do is go on to the next step and start getting our ingredients ready for our enfrijoladas. For your enfrijoladas, you're going to need the frijoles de la olla that we made in episode 2. I have grabbed at least 3 cups and about 1.5 cups of broth. Next, you're gonna need 1/4 of an onion roughly chopped. This is gonna be for frying. You're going to need 3 garlic for frying as well. If you don't want your breath to stink, go ahead and use less. We're gonna need nor suiza, some chicken powder. This one is gonna be to taste. You will need tortillas. Now, the amount of tortillas depends on how fat and how hungry people are. So here in my household, we're pretty much all fat. So we're gonna go ahead and make 3 to 4 enfrijoladas per person. Queso fresco to stuff your little enfrijoladitas. Thinly sliced red onion. A whole Roman tomato thinly sliced cabbage. Now go ahead and pause it, zoom in. This is thin. All the people that don't know how to do thin, this is what thin looks like. On top of all our veggies, some crumbled queso cotija for a little crumble. For all of you that have that avocado money, go ahead and add this aguacate sliced up on the very top. In a frying pan, go ahead and throw in your onions and your garlic. You're gonna fry these up. These are gonna add a lot of flavor to your enfrijolada sauce. I went ahead and added the beans and the fried onion and garlic. As far as your chicken powder, go ahead and add half of the serving size. I think that's gonna be enough, and go ahead and blend. In the same frying pan that you use for your onion and your garlic, you're gonna go ahead and take your enfrijolada mixture, and on medium to high heat, you're gonna go ahead and add it to your pan and give it a fry. So in a new frying pan, go ahead and take your tortilla, and you're going to go ahead and fry it for a couple of seconds on each side. Make sure to be constantly flipping it over. You don't want it to get super crunchy. You still want it to be pretty flexible. So go ahead and do that. Once your tortilla is done, go ahead and throw it into the enfrijolada mixture, and you're gonna go ahead and add a new tortilla to the hot pan. After the fry comes the dip in the enfrijolada sauce. Go ahead and gently turn over your tortilla in the sauce with your tongs. Try not to rip it. And then take your fat hand and add some queso fresco to the inside. You can go ahead and close it up with your fingers or with the tongs. I went ahead and made a few more. We have plated our 4 enfrijoladas. I just added some sour cream to the top, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of our toppings. Next, you wanna go ahead and add some thinly shredded cabbage. If you don't like cabbage or don't want to add this, or maybe you want to substitute it for lettuce, you can go ahead and do that. We can add that. Next, we're going to put our tomato. You can go ahead and make it look pretty. You could just throw it on top. And let's add our thinly sliced onions. Add as much as you want. And then we have our cotija cheese. You're gonna go ahead and crumble that right on the top. Okay. And right on the very top, let's add some of our salsa verde that we made earlier. So there you have it. We have our enfrijoladas with our salsa verde. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how your enfrijoladas turned out, and also suggestions of what you want to go ahead and see next. Thanks for watching.